Hello my lovelies, I'm Pabby, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm really excited today to bring you messages from yourself in 3 months' time. I'm recording this intro after I've read the cards and there are some fascinating and really powerful messages coming out. So I'm excited to hear what you think and if these resonate with you. I have 3 pick a card crystals for you. So we've got Aqua Aura Quartz, we've got Celestite, and we've got Ruby in Fuchsite. Apologies if I've pronounced that wrong. If you just take a moment, take a few deep breaths, close your eyes, and then open your eyes and see which crystal you're immediately drawn to. This works very well for me when I watch YouTube general pick a card readings. So if you're ready, click your timestamp and let's get going. Hello my lovelies, this is the Aqua Aura Quartz group, and this stone is really magical. If you haven't got any, I really suggest finding some because you can spend hours looking at the rainbows within it, getting carried away again about the crystals. This reading is about messages from your future self, and I think it'll be about 3 months in the future, give or take. I'll get a better idea during the reading of just how long in the future it is, but I'm going to crack straight on into it. So the first card you have is a Starseed Oracle card. And this is the 7 Star Sisters, Birthing Creations, the Tapestry of Life and Expression. This is a lovely card. This is a card about collective expression. So it's about groups of people getting together, kind of being yourself, but also being creative. You might start a new project with people. You could just be reconnecting with friends after not seeing them for a while, and it's about expressing yourself. There's a really lovely message from this card of you will be seeing people and reconnecting, and I think that's such a lovely message to receive. But the Birthing Creations is also very interesting. It's about the start of something new, a new project. Could be some internal work you've got to do. It could literally be you're starting something creative. But this is not a card of being alone. This is a card of groups and that sort of warm feeling you get when you reconnect with friends and family. I'm going to pull 2 crystal cards either side of it to clarify it a little bit. So the first one of these is Heal Your Heart, Rainbow Obsidian. Oh, this is so sweet. So this is about feeling maybe a bit lonely, and in the next 3 months your future self is telling you you're gonna feel better. Your heart's gonna be healed by being around these people, and it could be work again, it could be friends and family, but something is gonna come out of that, and the creative expression really could help you heal your heart. If anything's going on at the moment, you could be feeling a little bit sad or a bit down. There's just something going on in your heart chakra which is blocking you, and this message is a message that you are gonna feel better in the future. It really is all gonna be okay, and groups of people are gonna be probably the key to that for you. It's just so lovely. Okay, I'm gonna have a look at the next one and see what that is. Oh, you've got Red Jasper, Take Action. The energy of this card is completely different to the other 2. Which makes me think this is a little bit of a call to action. It's right, come on, you might have been wallowing a little bit maybe, but you're dealing with some stuff, things have been really hard, but now is the time to take some action. I don't know what that action is. Hopefully the tarot cards will reveal that, but I think it's action towards seeing people and this sort of creative expression, which is you're going to put your heart and soul into this thing. It could be, as I said before, it could be a new project, but it could be another romantic relationship. There's just something, there's a newness, but there is some action you have to take to come up with this new creative thing and this healing. You've got to take action to heal. This is quite an interesting message, so I'm going to pull some more cards for you, tarot cards this time. Okay, so you've got the 4 of Wands in reverse, the 5 of Swords, and the Page of Swords. Okay, you've got all swords cards. I get this now. You have been really in your head, so in your head, and actually quite lonely. I think the Four of Swords really, really links with that red jasper message. You have to take action. You've been sort of hiding in a burrow. You've been hiding yourself away, and maybe a bit paralysed by the thoughts that you're having. But now is the time to change something, to take some action. And the Five of Swords is almost a kind of wistful longing for what someone else has. So it makes me wonder if there's a bit of jealousy. It's you've really been missing. You've been missing people, but also there are people that maybe aren't as good an influence on you at the moment. But this is telling you that different people, new people who are going to really help you heal are coming along. You've just got to take some action to find them. This is a very active, I'm twitchy. This is a very active energy of doing something and moving on from becoming a bit paralysed. And then combined with the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is such a thoughtful card, but it's very, very scattered. You are in your head, but you're moving quite quickly. It's very, very... Yes, you're just really ruminating on stuff, and this is in quite a negative way at the moment. I think you've had a bit of a rough time, and your future self is telling you, okay, get out of your head. Come on, focus on your heart again. Get out of your head. You're thinking too much. You're overthinking. You're comparing yourself to others. You're fixated maybe on things that aren't serving your highest good. You need to find your friends. You need to go and connect again. You need to get out there. I feel like I want to give you a hug. There's definitely an energy of sort of, it's a little bit frantic, but it's also a bit like, it's a bit of a combination of Eeyore and Tigger. Yeah, there's sort of a need that you're thinking too much, but you're not doing very much. Maybe there's a bit of anxiety going on, and yeah, I think that this is a really strong message that things are going to get better, but you are going to have to do something to get out of your own head and these sort of spiraling thoughts you've got going on. I'm going to seek some more clarification on this for you and see if there's any other messages from your future self. Okay, so we've got the Judgment in reverse. Oh, the Ace of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Okay, this is really interesting because the Ace of Swords is new beginnings and it's new ideas. So what you've been ruminating on has actually been good for you. This sort of period where you felt a bit stuck, you've just been really stuck in your head. You have produced a really new, strong idea from it. But I think you're feeling a bit blocked from taking action. I think part of you really, really wants to run away from this. I think Judgment in reverse is you're maybe a bit paralysed, not doing anything, especially over those two cards. It's a feeling, maybe you're worried about being judged for this new thing, this new idea. Could be a new romantic relationship. It could be something that maybe is quite outside the box for you, but this is a signal that you need to take it. You need to take this opportunity. This idea is a really good one, and walking away from other ideas, walking away from something is not a bad thing. So the Eight of Cups in this position is saying walking away is not weakness. Walking away from all your other ideas and picking one thing is actually going to work out really well for you. It definitely involves people and groups of people. It may not be a new idea. There's definitely a sense there is newness coming into your life. And it's saying when you see this, take action. And it is going to involve some sort of movement away from something else. It's a bit of a strange energy because it's a combination of your thoughts and your feelings. So I think you're quite emotionally attached to some of the other things that have been going on in your head. It really is a sense of, I almost get this anxious rumination feeling when you are really, you're so in your head and you're just working through all these things and maybe reminiscing negatively and just not really feeling like yourself. There's a sense of feeling lost and actually you need to really reconnect with your heart. And this sense of using your judgment to take action is something you've been scared of. There's some fear there. And I think that this is a real sign that it will work out, but it might be slightly painful. But the Oracle card is saying you have this capacity to transform your life, and it is going to change. You're going to reconnect, and you are going to be incredibly creative. And this process of being creative and reconnecting with your heart is going to heal you from some of the stress you've been going through, because it looks like it's been quite rough. And I'm really sorry that you had a bit of a rough time, but your future self is saying it really is going to be okay, but you've got to act. You really have to act. Like, don't be afraid of kind of whatever this idea, this new thing is. Take action, because it's going to help. And if it's related to groups of people and it makes you feel it makes you feel a certain joy, it makes your heart feel a certain way, that's a really good sign. Like, if you've got this real feeling in your heart that you want to do this or take this opportunity, that's what your future self wants you to take action on. I'm going to draw one more crystal card and get a little bit more clarity on this message for you. Okay. So you have, Amethyst, trust your intuition. Yes, I think you've been really in your head and disconnected from your not only your heart, but your third eye. Amethyst is a really, really strong third eye crystal. It's the crystal that if I need to do some seeing, I will reach for. And it's saying that whatever newness comes up, whatever you end up walking away from, you are going to know in your heart. And there's a lot of the colours in this. There's a lot of purple. There's a lot of dark blues. So this is really making me think about third eye on your throat chakra. So it's leaning towards something you're going to have to communicate. I think verbally as well. And I think you need to shift. You need to trust your intuition rather than your mind. You deep down, you really do know what opportunity you have to take action on, and it really is going to help your heart. But you have to shift out of your head. You have to shift out of fixating on maybe things that you feel a bit paralyzed about, or someone else, other people getting jealous of. There is newness coming, and I really can't tell whether that is a relationship or a new career path, or I think the strongest message is it's about reconnecting with people. And I think maybe you've been really anxious about doing that, and I think this is a sign that you need to take action, and reconnecting is okay. It is going to heal you, and it's going to feel lovely. You've just got to really trust your intuition on when to take action. I'm going to leave it there. But good luck with this. If this has resonated with you, wonderful. But if it hasn't, that's okay. And if you have enjoyed it, I'd really appreciate it if you could comment and subscribe so you're updated whenever I post a new video, but also to know what you think about it. I'm new to YouTube, and it would be great to get some feedback. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. Hello, Celestite group. I hope you're doing well. The sun's coming out for me. Hopefully it won't get in the way too much of the cards, but it's quite really nice to have some sun in our lives, isn't it? So I'm not going to try and complain too much. That's very British, complaining about the weather. When it's sunny or when it's rainy, we just complain all the time. I'm going to get into this straight away. You have a Starseed Oracle card, which I'm going to pull first, and you have, I remember, soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. Oh, this is suggesting that you need to reconnect with your destiny. So what you really want for your life. I think you might have been swept away. It's quite easy for us to get swept away in life sometimes. It's very busy, and we really lose our sense of self, and we stop connecting with what we truly want. And this might be a sign that you need to remember what you want, and reconnect with that. It's a very exciting, peaceful card. This is about inner reflection and exploring yourself. And I'm really excited to see what the crystals have to say about this too. because this card is always a really interesting one in a reading. So I'm going to pull those for you. So you've got Ocean Jasper, schedule yourself in. And you've got Turquoise, prioritize your health. Okay, right. So you have been giving too much. This is what this is. You really have disconnected from your destiny, your soul's plan, and what you want from life. I get the feeling you are really, really giving and not getting much back, and it could be impacting your health quite a lot. I think these crystals are quite. Yeah, they're quite strong in their message. This is really a message from your future self, which is saying you need to do this. You need to stop. You need to reconnect with yourself. So revisit hobbies you used to do that maybe you loved but you didn't have time for. You need to schedule those in. But also you need to prioritize your health. So maybe you've not been eating as well. Maybe you've not been doing any physical activity. I know I struggle with this a lot. But also your mental health, like what fuels you, what heals you. You need to schedule in as a priority things that are really beneficial and fuel you. This really isn't necessarily physical health. This could be spiritual health as well. So if you haven't ever tried meditating, I'd really recommend it. There's some fantastic meditations on YouTube that are free. Just give something a go to prioritize your health, and that is just for you, to protect your own time and your own soul. I feel like you need to rest. Actually, the rest is the really strong message, but this kind of is a big old intervention of someone saying, no, you've given enough now, it's time for you. And we all need to hear that sometimes, don't we? But I'm going to pull some more cards for you and see what other messages the tarot has. So you have, the Three of Cups in reverse, the Two of Cups in reverse, and the Chariot in reverse. Oh my goodness. So this is very clearly you are giving too much to other people. You've been spending either too much time with friends or with people who are taking from you. And that's to have the Three and Two of Cups together. The Two of Cups is about partnership and the starting of a partnership. And the Three of Cups is about celebration. It's about friendship, and it's about reconnection. And these are saying you're doing too much of it. You're giving too much to other people, and you're not looking after yourself the way you should be. And the Chariot is a card of tremendous speed. It's also the card of Cancer. So if that's your star sign, or if somebody's got that star sign, this might be the reading for you, and it might be referring to them. But also it could just be generally like life has been rushing, or you have been busy, man. And it's saying that you really have to be a bit selfish, and it's not selfishness to stop and focus on yourself. This is giving you permission to step back from people and just take some time. And 3 months from now, your future self is saying, thank goodness that you did this, because it's just been really busy. And you just need some rest. You need to prioritize your health, and you need to schedule yourself in and reconnect with your spirit. There's a real energy and message of reconnecting with your spirituality, actually. I know I mentioned meditating, but also maybe look into reading tarot cards for yourself. Maybe look into crystals, and I'm getting quite into runes. I quite like runes. So you can get runes for divination, but they're also crystals as well. I find them very healing. Just to reconnect with who you are and what you want from life, and because you've been swept away by it, and it's not necessarily been bad. I think it's been a lot of fun. Like all these cards, the Two of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Chariot are really fun cards. There's just been too much of it. You just need some balance again. I'm gonna pull some more tarot cards for you and see if we can clarify those. So, you have the Six of Cups in reverse, you have the Page of Wands, and you have the Star. Just the imagery on that Star card is mind-blowing, and the Star is very much a spiritual calling. It could even be sort of, if you haven't looked into Starseeds, maybe look into Starseeds and planets, and astrology, but this is about reconnecting 100% with your spiritual soul and your spiritual self. It's really lovely. The Page of Wands is saying that there is going to come a time of newness again. Like, you are going to be full of energy and fire and excitement, and you are going to be dancing around with throwing a stick in the air like that card. You are going to get there, but you just need to reconnect with your spirituality again. And I think something that might be getting in the way of that is something you're feeling quite nostalgic. So the Six of Cups is about remembering childhood and remembering youth, and the pages in the tarot deck are always about a very youthful energy. So there's a lot of young energy here, but the Six of Cups in reverse makes me indicate that maybe you're thinking about the past too much. You're being too nostalgic to the past, which is making you overextend yourself. So either something's happened, or I just get this feeling of like your childhood. Maybe you were bullied. Maybe you didn't have that many friends. So maybe as you've grown up, you've kind of gone, I want all the friends, I want all the connections, and you make connections everywhere. But maybe you're not being that discerning about who those connections are with. So you're just taking friendship with everybody because you feel this sense of lack, and it's moved quite quickly, and you've got all these friends and connection, and you're really doing a lot, but you're doing too much. And you may be doing too much with the wrong people. So you're doing a lot, but maybe it's not fueling you. Maybe what you are doing, maybe the things you do with these people needs to be reevaluated. Yeah, and the way to this, the way to get back to your joyful soul purpose in a child, is through spirituality and is through the star. And because the stars arrived with such powerful imagery, I think that astrology might be the way to go. If you haven't had a look at your birth chart yet, have a look. Schedule some time just to get to know you again. There are some fantastic tarot readers on YouTube that do tarot specifically for your star sign, but they also say you should look at your moon sign and your rising sign or ascendant sign as well. And I'd recommend that as maybe a starting point. You're on YouTube already now. Go and have a look for some of the others that do readings by star sign. But you are going to get there. You need to schedule some time in for yourself. You're not going to lose your friends. You're not going to lose your relationships. You will be back. You will be out there again in the world. You just need to prioritize your spiritual health and schedule some time in for yourself and figure out what you want out of life. It's quite fun. Maybe it means getting some therapy. Therapy is awesome, but also maybe it means just exploring what, if things have changed, what you now want. It's quite a lovely reading of peace, this one. It's you've had lots of positive things happen, and they are going to happen again. You just need a bit of a spiritual reset. And this is a really big signal. And actually, this is Celestite, and that Celestite is a real strong angelic stone. If you haven't got any Celestite, I would recommend buying some. You can get it tumbled like this one is, or you can get it raw, and it's beautiful. And maybe meditate on that for a bit. But yes, this is quite a simple reading. You need to reconnect with your spiritual side, and that is probably done alone in isolation and slowly, but you will heal some of your wounds from your past maybe, and you will come out again fighting and with a sort of new rejuvenated energy. It's quite nice, really. I'm going to pull another crystal card for you just to see what are the final messages you have. Oh, I can't pronounce these. I'm so sorry. Tourmalinated quartz. Get out of your own way. There is something about this stone that I just recoil from. I'm not very good at getting out of my own way, so maybe that's it. They say that if you have an aversion to some stones, that's the message you need, and that also rings true with readings. Sometimes you might have a really strong, oh no, I don't want to pick that card deck, or I don't want to pick that crystal. Then actually there's a message in there for you, maybe from your shadow self, or maybe from something you just want to avoid. But yeah, get out of your own way. I think You need to schedule time for yourself. And these are really strong messages from these crystal cards. Very, very, very strong messages that you need to reconnect with your spirituality and the youthful vigor and passion that you used to have for life. Yeah. And I think things are going to really work out for you. You're going to, in the next 3 months, you're going to do some lovely reconnection, and it's a really peaceful thing. You just have to take the first steps, and those are the hardest. Okay, I'm going to stop there. If this has resonated with you, great. If it hasn't, don't worry. I'm also new to YouTube, and I'd really appreciate it if you could comment and let me know what you think. I will try and reply to every comment. And also, it would be really nice if you could subscribe, and you'll be notified whenever I have a new video for you. Thank you very much, Celestite group. Hope you have a lovely day. Hello, Ruby and Fuchsite group. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. I probably haven't. I never do. I love this stone because it reminds me of dinosaurs, and I'm a little bit of a dinosaur fanatic. Yeah, I just think it looks adorable. I'm going to go straight in, and I'm going to pull an oracle card for you first to capture messages from yourself in about 3 months' time. So you have Breath of the Cosmos, My Will to Thy Will, Micromanaging the Universe. Oh, this is the Law of Attraction card. Wow, on steroids. So this is you are so connected to the Law of Attraction. It's almost a bit overwhelming, really. You're micromanaging the universe. You can control what you want and your destiny, but also in a way that's might be a bit overwhelming. So the power to do this, the power of the law of attraction, can be really used for good. But if you're not sure what you want to attract, and you're in a quite low frequency space and you're feeling negative, you'll just attract more of the negative stuff. So if this feels like it makes sense, this message is definitely for you, that like you get more of what you wish for. And can you see the spiral on that card? So like if you're in a positive space, you just get more positive, and it kind of moves really quickly, and you get loads of positive things happening to you, and it feels amazing, and you just get really joyous. The same happens in reverse. So I would say this message is you are really powerful at the moment. So get in the right frame of mind for positivity. I think most of you are there. It doesn't feel like a negative law of attraction card, to be honest. I feel the energy of this and the messages I'm getting from it are positive. But I'm going to pull some crystal cards as well, and that will help clarify things. Okay, so you've got Angel Light, support is all around you. An Epidote, go deeper. Oh, this is positive. Yeah, so Angel Light, there are definitely you've got some angelic influence here very strongly in your ability to manifest what you want. And you are so supported. So this feels very gentle. It feels like you've got this gentle love around you. I can really feel angels' wings coming and hugging you from behind in a really delicate, soft type of way. And I think it's the support is all around you. You don't have to feel all alone in this sort of spiral of manifesting. It can slow down a little bit. You don't need to be spiraling as much, and you also don't need to feel as lonely in it. But then the Epidote, go deeper. It's like, okay, you've got this power. How far can it go? Like, what do you want? And you have to go deeper to figure that out. It feels like this might be quite challenging. It always is challenging dealing with your own stuff. I mean, I speak from experience and know how difficult it can be to go deeper sometimes, and we do resist it. And I wonder if this message is you are supported to go deeper. It really will be okay. Stop resisting going deeper, because you are supported, and it really can be magical. There's just a feeling of that sort of the beginnings of a fire, that sort of crackling noise, and the beginning, when fire is just starting, and then it takes over and becomes massive in the grate. It feels like you are on the precipice and on the verge of something incredible, actually. I'm not sure quite what that is yet, so I'm going to pull some tarot for you, and let's clarify this. This is perplexing. I'm really intrigued. Okay, so you have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, the King of Cups. You've got two kings. That's some energy. And the Two of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so this go deeper, this manifestation, I feel like these kings represent you, and you're getting in your own way by fixating on the material world. So maybe the King of Pentacles upright is a really stable, wealthy, grounded, beautiful energy. This king is joyful. He is comfortable in his surroundings. It doesn't necessarily mean money, but it often does. They have enough. There's just a feeling of enough and peaceful enough. The King of Cups is that same energy, but around your emotions. So this king can deal with all of his emotions. He is so zen and peaceful. Look at the sea behind him. It's just a wonderful energy. And these two are both you. And I think that the reason you need to go deeper is because the King of Pentacles energy is overtaking your life and you're not connecting enough with your emotions. I think if you connect more with your emotions, you will be able to manifest more. You'll be able to handle that level of therapy. I think you need to meditate. I think you need to go deeper and embody this peaceful emotion. Stop thinking about maybe your lack of material things. Stop thinking about your lack of material things and stability, and start looking inward to your emotions, because you can be completely satisfied with nothing as long as you find inner peace. And this is the key, really, to your next 3 months is finding that inner peace. And the Two of Pentacles in reverse is you are juggling so much materially. So you've either got two opportunities. There's too much stuff materially in the world for you at the moment, and it's a bit overwhelming. And this message is that you are maybe manifesting the wrong things. You're focusing too much on wealth and earthly things, and you should be focusing more on your inner self. The kings sometimes represent people, so it could be people. So it could be there's a rather negative influence of a masculine energy, and the King of Pentacles are the earth signs in astrology, and the King of Cups are the water signs. So it could be that there's somebody who's slightly negative, making you focus on earthly possessions. But you also have a teacher and somebody you admire greatly who can manage their emotions. They could be the same person, but they're here to teach you something. If that resonates, wonderful. The King of Cups is such a peaceful, loving card, and I think there's a real sense of this king is masculine but not afraid to show his emotions. He's not afraid to cry. He is not afraid of showing love, and that's the key for you is to go deeper into your emotions, and you will be able to manifest what you want in the next 3 months. If you stop focusing on the material world, you need to address your emotions. I'm going to pull some other cards for you. Okay. Yes, exactly. You have the Eight of Swords, the Hermit, and the Five of Cups in reverse. This is exactly that energy that I've been picking up. So the Eight of Swords is about feeling restricted and feeling trapped by your own thoughts. And I think these thoughts of fixating on the material world and your lack of things, of money, it could be relationships. You're just focused completely on your lack of something external to you. And this message is you need to go inward. You need to go inward to find your inner King of Cups. You need to go inward and deal with your emotions and go on a journey. And it's a really emotional heart journey. It is quite grounded. It doesn't feel like it's a spiritual journey. The angels are helping you, but this is a very, you need to deal with emotions kind of message. And then the reversed Five of Cups is, once you are out of this, you can manifest anything, and you are going to stop focusing on what you don't have and focus on what you do have. And that is such a lovely, you're going to have like perspective shift. Your perspective really is going to shift, and that's wonderful to be in a place where you're completely focused on what you have, and you're grateful, and you experience gratitude every day, and you're focused on the wonderful things in your life is really beautiful. But you're going to have to do some work to get there. You're supported while you do this, and the results are going to be incredible. But it might feel a little bit difficult. Although this doesn't feel difficult, actually, if I'm honest. This feels more like a release, like a kind of, you're grateful for this exploration through your emotions. That Hermit card I'm really drawn to that with the Breath of the Cosmos above it, because it really is about you and your power. You're finding your inner power. And that inner power, I think, comes massively from gratitude. One of the secrets of the law of attraction and manifesting is gratitude. And I think this is about gratitude for your feelings. You need to be grateful for the things you're feeling, good and bad. Which is very tough, but you are going to get there. This is a very positive reading. It's it's really fascinating. And if you do comment on this, if you're watching this 3 months in the future, and let me know how it's gone, because I'm fascinated to find out what has happened as a result of this on your journey, and if it resonates with you. I am going to pull one more crystal card for you, which I think will round this message off quite nicely. Okay. Oh, wow. Gosh. Okay, you've got Angel Aura Quartz, which is just lighten up. Exactly. I think you've been quite fixated, and this is quite a sort of green and grey blue reading. This is saying you need to lighten up and feel things, and it will all be okay. Things have been quite deep and dark, and yeah, this is a real. I love this crystal, by the way. How beautiful is it with the rainbow? Maybe buy some, maybe get some for yourself, because you need to stop fixating on what you don't have and what you lack. Focus on being grateful and experience joy. When you experience joy, you can have anything you want, which is really awesome. I'm really happy for you. But yeah, comment if this has resonated. I'd love to hear from you. Also subscribe. I am new to YouTube, and it would be really helpful if you comment, but also if you liked it, like it, and if you subscribe, you get to know when I post a new video. Thank you so much, Ruby in Fuchsite group, and I hope you have a wonderful day.